Sorry, UK.
Hey Hunter Nation, Hunter Tom here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm at Crosman Corporation at SHOT Show 2018, and I'm with Phillip. He's the product manager at Crosman, and he's going to show us the new products that are coming from Remington, BENJAMI, and Crosman this year. So I'll introduce Mr. Phillip.
Hi everybody, Phillip Guadalupe, product manager for all air guns for Crosman, minus the brake barrels. But here today to talk to you about the feature, which is the DPMS SBR. To kind of give you an idea, this is the foundation of this was started off the DPMS PDW, which is a NFA regulated short barrel rifle. We took that design and threw a tactical twist to it. So as you can see, it has a full quad rail, unique muzzle brake. There's 6-position butt stock. It has a lot of features that give it the realistic of a real firearm. So those that want to train on cheap money, such as BBs, CO2, they can go with that way. Has a full drop 30-round magazine. Yep. You put 2 CO2s in there, and then you pull the BB follower down and load up your 30 BBs. It has your flip-up iron sights. This has a peep sight, and you can put it down to a larger rear sight aperture. The technical term will be like a 0 to 200 meter O2 sight, although this is not going to reach out that far, but it gives you the realism with that rifle. If you hold that.
Oh, it's got some weight to it. Yeah,
so it's very realistic from the looks and features. Even the little cues of just the real barrel that you see that it's going through gives it the realism of the gun. You pull back the charging handle. You can see how it actuates the bolt. When there's a magazine and it runs dry, it actually locks the bolt back to the rear. Okay. Just like a real.
So it's blowback.
Yep, it's a blowback action. Locks the bolt back to rear. You got your your bolt release for that, and then sends the bolt forward. Close your ejection port cover. The one thing that's my favorite feature, to show you some of the difference, is that it actually breaks down like a real firearm.
Oh, that is awesome. So it's like if you can field strip it, sort of.
Yeah, you can field strip it, sort of. So you can take it, clean it up, things like that. But it gives the real look to it.
That's awesome. And oh wow.
Yeah. This is semi-auto, and then if you go 180 degrees, full auto. We clocked it doing up to 1,400 rounds per minute. So you're going through your magazine in a few seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's pretty quick.
What FPS could we expect kind of from?
Since it's just CO2 and BBs, you're looking at 430 feet per second.
Okay, so it's good. It's a plinker.
Yeah, so it's a plinker. I like putting a red dot onto it and just having fun with it, but it's a good gun.
That's awesome.
MSRP for us is $179.99. Okay. So it's in between some of the competition that's out there, but the features it speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's beautiful as a gun. Awesome. And this is the drop.
Yep. So that's the magazine release right there.
Okay, cool. Maybe we can move on to some of the brake barrels now.
Yep.
Sounds good. That's a beautiful gun. Yeah. It's awesome.
So Remington's known for some of their more traditional style rifles and things like that. So we want to come out with something like that. So we did a shiny stock and then put a silver action. This is the Remington 777 SB for silver barrel. So it's a nice clean stock. I'm not sure about the MSRP for this one, but it's probably going to be around the $150 range maybe.
Okay.
So
affordable.
Yeah,
it'll be available in .177 and .22.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a nice gun. Now this, I think, is your 25 caliber, your new 25 caliber brake barrel, right?
Brake barrel, yes. So for years we've had the Trail XL and all the different calibers. For this one we're only doing for the 25 cal, but the stock, if it looks familiar to you, is because it's based off the Remington 783 stock. It's almost a one-to-one replica with this, but we put the XL action into that and branded it Remington, and it's going to be our model 725 VTR.
Okay, cool. And what calibers is this going to be available in?
25 cal.
Okay, and what about foot-pounds of energy? Like what can we expect?
Well, it's going to be 700 up to 725 feet per second, 25 cal. I want to say it's around a 30, maybe a little higher foot-pounds of energy.
Okay, good. All right, well, thank you. We'll move on to the other products. All right, guys, we're now at, I guess, the Benjamin side of the Crosman SHOT Show, and we'll check out the new PCPs they've got. So here.
So first off, we'll start off with what everybody's wanting to hear about, and that's the BENJAMI FORTITUDE. The Maximus came out a couple years ago. This is a beautiful stock. Our flagship PCP rifle is the Marauder. So we kind of married the two products together, and this is what we created. So we put a little twist to it. So we have the Maximus lower. However, it's not a 2,000 PSI max fill. It is a 3,000 PSI. So we bumped that up. We shrunk down the valve, shrunk into in front of the valve a regulator. So now we're getting up to 90 shots on one fill with the regulator on this FORTITUDE. You get about up to 70 shots on the regulator, then it starts to drop off. And then you'll get about 10 to 20 shots that are still pretty consistent. And then towards the end, obviously, you get that plateau dropping off. It's fully shrouded, and it still has integrated sound suppression. This one comes with a 24-inch barrel, whereas the Marauder had a 20-inch barrel. And what we did, we added a similar breech to the Marauder, so now it takes the Marauder clips for the rifle. So you get 10-shot repeater for both 177 and 22. The velocities for 22 is 800 feet per second, and then 950 for the 177 caliber. And this is going to come in gun only at a price of $299.99.
Okay, and what can you expect, or I mean, like, will it be available in 25 caliber eventually?
We are exploring that option for 25 cal. Obviously, you're not going to get that 90 shots, and it's going to be a balance of, we're going to shoot for, because 25 cal is a hunting rifle, so we're going to get that max velocity and try to extend the shot count as much as we can.
Okay, so. And so this gun's pretty much Crosman's, like it's
like our mid-tier.
But it's kind of like against the Gauntlet or similar guns like that, right? So it's in the budget PCP, regulated PCP, that is. And
so we identified that we had a gap that we were missing. We had the Maximus, which is our 199 entry level. The Marauder's around the 499, so it made sense to come down with something in between, and the below $300 range was the sweet spot that it seems everybody's going after. So obviously we came after with that too. Okay,
so I have a BENJAMI Maximus and I absolutely loved it. But it's basically a Marauder and a BENJAMI Maximus put together, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and it'll be for $300. I think it's an awesome gun. If it's accurate and if it holds up to what they're saying, it's going to be an awesome gun. So look forward to the BENJAMI FORTITUDE. And maybe we can go over the Marauder.
So what I have here today is one of our custom shop Marauders. Back in November, we released the Marauder into the custom shop for the first time. Before it was just a CO2 pistols. However, this is being one of our flagship items. We want to give the people the chance to customize it. We know people are going out spending $150 on a regulator, up to $300 on a Lothar Walther barrel. So being a feature-rich, value-based company, we gave them the ability to do that all in one place and save money.
Yeah.
So starting off just with the Marauder, we added the regulator to it as one of the options. So with this one, you'll get up to 80 shots on 22, 85 with 177. You didn't lose any velocity because we extended the barrel or the tube out about 2 inches, which is the distance of the regulator. With the new barrels that we've been getting, we've been meeting or exceeding expectations and outperforming some of the Lothar Walther barrels out there. So, however, they're going to still have the ability to purchase a Lothar Walther barrel, but the guys that have been shooting the Crosman barrel, they're not changing their mind. They're sticking with that. Awesome. Starting off, it comes already configured for the regulator feature. So you'll see about $640 with that. So your upcharge from a standard to a regulator is literally only like 60 bucks, I think. Okay. Or I think it's 70 bucks, and then if you go to the Lothar Walther barrel, it's like a $65 upcharge. Okay. So those are your difference when it comes to that. You can choose between a dovetail or Picatinny mount, left or right-handed bolt configuration, and we got a variety of stocks from two real trees stocks and 2 mossy oak stocks, or the wood stock standard.
That's an adjustable stock. Yes.
Yep. Adjustable cheek piece. So fully loaded with a camo stock, you're looking at $749.99.
That's a good deal for a gun this quality. If it's accurate, we have to test it. But yeah, so we'll I guess move on to the brake barrels next.
All right.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we're now at the brake barrel section of Crosman, and Phillip's gonna show us the new Magfire, and he's gonna tell us a bit about the new sound suppression system.
Yep.
So yeah.
So basically, we've taken our sound suppression and divided up in like a good, better, best system. So the old original MP2 Trail, that's considered our silver for sound suppression, the SBD. The Magfire comes out with a new SBD model, so that was going to be our gold. We have a round version here, and we have another one that's similar, that's more tactical looking. Then obviously last year we released the original SBD, and that's going to be considered our platinum version because of how quiet it makes the gun in comparison to other ones. As far as new rifles here, the main one that is featured here is the BENJAMI Magfire. So one of the downfalls when it comes to shooting a brake barrel is the fact that you don't have that quick follow-up shot. You got to cock the barrel, got to find your pellet, fumble with it, try to get into the breech, close it back up, acquire your target, and try to take that second shot before it goes away. So this kind of eliminates most of that. Obviously, you still got to cock the barrel, but now with the Magfire, we added a magazine there where it can be a simple push of the bolt to feed the next pellet. So, for example, you'll say you take the shot, you miss. Cock the barrel, while it's cocked, you push the bolt forward, it retracts back, it feeds that pellet. As soon as you bring it back up, it locks it in place, and then you acquire your target and shoot. What's unique about this one, the bolt can also be screwed off and moved to the next side, so depending on how you plan on using it, right-handed shooters can keep the finger and go here, or if they like to go over, so it all depends.
It's a fully ambidextrous gun then?
Yes.
Pretty much. Okay.
So, retail for this is going to be $199.99, so under 200 bucks.
Okay. And this magazine is interchangeable. Like you can use, if you have a Marauder, you can pretty much like switch. It's the same mag, right?
Yep. So it takes the Marauder rifle magazines.
Okay. Cool. And what caliber is this going to be available in?
Both calibers, 177, 22. Okay.
And you can expect about 23 foot-pounds of energy, or?
The same performance of your standard MP2. So I think it's like 18 or 29 foot-pounds of energy. 23 on 177.
Awesome. All right, great. We'll move on to the pumps and stuff.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're now at the pistol section at Crosman, and Phillip's going to show us the new pistols that are coming out this year.
So the two main new pistols that are my favorite are these 1911 pistols. What's unique about them are they're pellet pistols. So they take 2 6-shot rotary clips. So you have your one rotary clip up top, and then you just flip it to the next one when you want to switch to your next magazine. So these are pretty hefty weight, full metal slide, and it doesn't come with a polymer frame, but with the weight of the slide and the magazine, it's about 2 pounds when it has fully loaded. So it's going to come in the stainless steel look, and then also the matte black finish.
And these are non-blowback air rifles.
Yep, non-blowback. These are going to retail for about $85 MSRP. The next one, this is what we call the Mako. So it's based off the Beretta with the look of it. It has an ergonomic grip. It is blowback. We went with the two-tone look where you have the silver slide and a dark gray frame. Fiber optic sights. Shoots BB only, so it has a 20-round drop mag when it comes to that. But fun blinker to shoot.
Cool. And we also have the budget Crosman MK45.
Yep. So this is more of like a military style pistol. Where you got the flat dark earth, where it's kind of geared towards that way. This one, like you said, a budget pistol will be around $30, $35.
Can I get in here?
$35 range. And then, but we added some unique features to it to separate it from the others, such as like on the barrel insert, it shows the caliber of the gun.
Okay.
So traditional firearms, they stamp the caliber of the actual firearm. So something simple as that, we want to just add it to it. Make it look a little bit more realistic. So.
And what's the feet per second we can expect from the Crosman?
Up to 480 when it comes to that. The Mako is up to 400 feet per second. These will get up to 450 with alloy pellets. 350 with lead pellets.
All right. And yeah, so we'll move on to the next product.
Great.
All right, guys, we're now going to check out the new Benjamin electronic pump, I guess. And yeah, Philip's going to tell us a bit about it.
So when it comes to PCP, the biggest barrier to that segment is the filling solution. You already got to buy an expensive gun, then you got to buy an expensive filling solution. Hand pumps run between $125 to over $200. Tanks cost from $350 to over $800+. And then lately, there's been a lot of compressors that came down in price, but they're still $1,300.
Yeah.
What we brought to you today and brought to the show is the Benjamin Traveler. This is a 16-pound, so it's very lightweight, portable compressor. It fills up 0 to 4,500 psi, so it's really designed for your gun reservoirs less than 600 cc's. Some of them have bottles up to 500 cc's, so it'll work perfect with that. It has a quick disconnect with the inline oil water filter built in with the bleed screw attached here. However, what's unique about this one, not only can you attach a converter to plug it into your home outlet, it runs off a car battery. So the compressor is actually 12-volt DC. You connect to your car battery, your ATV battery, and your lawnmower battery if you have one. And people always ask me, why do you put a lawnmower battery? You don't take that out to the field. Well, at my house, my backyard, my shooting bench is right in front of my riding lawnmower. So I decided to test it, and it worked. So pretty much any engine that runs off a 12-volt battery will run this thing. So it has some protections in it. So one of the protections is, say you take it out to the field and you're running off your ATV, and that was your source of transportation there. You don't want to drain your battery down. So this has a built-in voltage protection. However, it's still recommended that you have it running just to power it, just in case. But you don't necessarily have to. It all depends on your battery life and how good of a battery it is. I've run it off without starting most of the batteries and things like that. The other thing is it has a temperature protection. So you have 2 fans blowing to keep it cool. However, we have yet to get it to break that temperature test, and we fill things up to 4,500 for a long period of time. So it's doing its job and keeping it there. And the best part about it is very affordable. $650 is the cheapest option with what you get here with this kind of features that you'll find on the market.
Okay, so this is pretty much a off-the-grid pump.
Yeah, so it's very portable and very easy to use. One thing I haven't talked about is the fill rates.
Yeah.
So your Marauder is a 215cc reservoir. It takes from 0 to 3,000 psi in 8 minutes, so relatively quick. However, you typically go through a top off, so 2,000 to 3,000 is your working pressure range. It takes 3 minutes to fill the Marauder up and top it off. Some of your smaller reservoirs, like your Maximus, your favorite gun, it takes 3.5 minutes to fill that up, and about 1.5 minutes just to top off. So that's relatively quick. So press the start. You already have it connected up by the time you did that. Once you're done, you stop it, bleed it, pull it off, and you're ready to rock and roll.
And the MSRP was $650, right?
$650.
That's a very affordable pump. So yeah, thank you very much, Philip, for showing us around, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care and bye-bye.